man, I'm excited for you to come on the show. I appreciate you for being the first player from CU to come on this season.
What's up, Cam?
Shout out the sponsor of today's video, 3M Water. Go get that hydration for the go-getters. And let's get right into this interview. So, since this is our first interview, I kind of wanted to dive into your backstory a little bit. Originally from Georgia? Or
I moved here from Georgia, yeah.
Okay. Were you born and raised in Georgia? Or?
Yeah. I was born in Honduras.
Okay.
I lived there for like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
And then after that, I moved to Mexico, and that's where I spent most of my childhood. Lived there for about 8 years.
Okay.
Made a lot of friends. But then after that, I moved to Brazil.
Dang.
Yeah, I know.
All over.
All over the place. Lived for 4 years. It's, I was there when the World Cup happened, so.
Oh, okay.
Big soccer fan.
Yeah.
Then I moved to South Georgia in Lee County, and then I moved to North Georgia in Beaufort, and that's where I graduated.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So you lived all across the world, really, in a way, not even just the U.S. You lived in Mexico, Honduras, Brazil, you said, right?
Yep.
What was it like transitioning into, the U.S., and what age did you move to the U.S.?
It was tough. Actually, I will admit, it was tough. Language, there wasn't really a language barrier because in Brazil, I attended a British school.
A British school?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so language wasn't really a problem, just like people getting to understand what I'm trying to say is more of an actual problem that I had. Or just the culture, like different cultures and different like schedules around, like it was just all different.
Yeah, it was a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so when you moved here, was it like, what were some of the struggles your family was going through, or some things that kind of built you to become the man you are today?
I didn't have a language barrier, but my sisters and my mom definitely did.
Yeah.
My dad lived here, went to UT in Tennessee.
Okay.
Graduated from there. But my sisters really just like had much more of a problem growing up.
Yeah.
Considering they didn't really know Spanish, or they didn't know English as much as I or my dad did.
So you were learning it before you even came to the U.S., right? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, because of soccer, friends were like, it wasn't really a problem, or it wasn't really like a conflict to make friends.
Right. Okay.
Like it was easy to find people of my same likes.
Yeah, the same interests and
Exactly.
stuff like that's dope. Okay. So then you what was life like growing up before football? Were you brought up soccer? Were you into playing other sports and stuff too before?
I did swimming, soccer, gymnastics for a bit. My dad wanted me to do baseball, but we didn't really find any good spots for baseball.
Yeah.
So I just stuck with those three. Soccer
Okay.
being the main one, obviously.
Okay. And then when did football come about?
My freshman year of high school.
Freshman year of high school?
No, really 8th grade, but I started
grade?
playing my freshman year.
So were you just like interested in 8th grade, and then in freshman year is when you started like playing
I was
organized, or?
interested maybe like 4th grade.
Oh, okay, so you've always loved football then.
In
Okay.
Brazil, yeah.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah.
Like American football while you were in Brazil?
American football, yeah.
So what was it like? Like, how is the American football, I guess, fan base in Brazil and stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you got a lot of people who, no?
Not really.
No?
My dad was just that big of a fan, so he introduced me to fantasy football.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay.
When he first told me about it, I thought we were drafting players, and actually they were coming to Brazil to play for us, like an actual game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
what I
funny.
thought at first.
Yeah.
But then after that, he was like, no, it's just a team that you get points every week. I'm like, okay, cool. And then after that, I started playing Madden.
Okay, Madden. Yeah.
I'm really big into Madden, and that's where I learned all the all the NFL legends, and all the current players, all the teams. And then 8th grade year came in, and a chance came up to play. And
Okay.
Freshman year, I signed up for the team.
All right, that's dope. Who was your favorite team growing up?
The Ravens.
The Raiders?
Ravens.
Ravens?
Yeah.
Why the Ravens?
They have the best kicker in NFL history.
Oh, Justin Tucker?
Justin Tucker.
Okay. So when you got into football, were you always a kicker, or did you always want to be a kicker, or
I wanted to play linebacker. Really.
linebacker?
Just like seeing like Bobby Wagner just lay the hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was satisfying to watch. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I could see it.
Yeah.
So did you try, like, were you playing linebacker at one point, or you just stuck to
I
kicking?
just like to kick.
How come?
I knew that it took like a lot of IQ and like just to be really smart and experienced into the game to play linebacker.
Right, right,
So after that, I was like, "There's no shot. I'm competing against the guys that have been playing their whole lives."
right. Okay, that's
So I
fair.
stuck with kicking.
So you took kicking really serious all throughout high school, and
My
No?
freshman year was more of a hobby than
Okay.
it was a job. Then sophomore year, after I moved to Buford, the kicker that was in front of me in varsity actually introduced me to this kicking coach,
oh, okay.
and that's when everything started like just coming together.
Who was that kicking coach?
Chris Sager.
Okay, that's dope. So learning from him, you were able to elevate your game a lot.
Not from him specifically, but from Obi, who's like an assistant coach.
Okay.
He's the one that like trains that whole area of the southeast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the one that got me straight.
Okay, that's cool. So you start kicking in high school. Did you have any like game-winning kicks or anything like that in high school?
I had two, my junior year and my senior year, both in the state championship.
Both in the state
Both in
championship?
the state championship. It wasn't like a direct game winning.
Yeah.
It was like still time on the clock, but I was the last person to put points.
Oh, okay. So basically, the game is on the line. It was kind of dependent on you in a way.
Exactly.
How was that feeling when you seen the ball go through the uprights?
It was amazing, especially because that first one was against my old team in Lee County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the coach didn't really want me there, so
Right.
it was definitely satisfying making a field goal.
Yeah.
State.
That's dope. Okay. Now, do you think kicking is the most stressful position in football, or?
I'd say it's the one that takes the most. I'd say it's the one that takes the most mental ability.
Okay.
Considering how much pressure
Yeah.
comes into it, because kicking is not much of a physical game; it is more of a mental game.
It's a mental game.
Yeah, because like anybody can kick a ball, but
Right.
nobody can kick a ball in front of 100,000 people. You know what I mean?
Right. So how do you prepare yourself when you go out on the field? You say it's a mental game. How do you prepare yourself mentally to go out there and make a game-winning kick, or the game's on you at that point? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be at Jackson State, in high school. Now you're in a Power 5 conference. You know what I'm saying? How do you prepare yourself for those moments?
It's just just make every kick the same. Like treat every field goal like you would a PAT.
Yeah.
Just treat it like you're at practice. No one's looking at you. Just kick it normally how you usually do, and everything just gonna fall apart. Work out.